Hello, students. Today we are going to be talking about non-essential clauses and appositives. These are some of the most complicated comma rules that we have, but they also make some of the coolest and most interesting sentences that we are going to learn how to write this year. So, buckle in and let's go ahead and talk about some definitions. So, when I say a non essential clause, essential means something that you need to have, something very, very important that must be included. Non essential means that it's not that, it's extra. A non essential clause is a piece of extra information. It adds interest to the sentence, it makes it more interesting, but it isn't needed. And a positive, that's a big, scary sounding word. And a positive is a special kind of non essential clause where we give more information about a specific noun in the sentence. It like redefines that noun in case someone is unfamiliar with who or what you're talking about. This not only makes your writing more interesting, it can also make it more clear for readers who are unfamiliar with what you're talking about. Now, we use commas to separate the extra stuff from the main sentence. So, whenever you add a non essential clause or an appositive into a sentence, we just put commas at the beginning and the end of it to show where that extra stuff has been added in. Let's look at an example. Ball pythons, a common pet snake, don't have any venom. So the main sentence here is just ball pythons don't have any venom. But some people might not know what a ball python is. So we've added a common pet snake in here to give extra information about what a ball python is. And we put a comma around that extra information. My sister, Emily, is 20 years old. So again, my sister is 20 years old is the main sentence here. But you don't know my sister. So I'm going to give you a little extra information that her name is Emily, and I'm going to put it in the middle of the sentence. The commas show that I've added that extra information in. The school, a beautiful new building, is only a few years old. Once again, the stuff that's in black here, the school is only a few years old, that is going to be the main sentence. The school is the subject, is only a few years old is your predicate. But we want extra information about the school. So a beautiful new building tells us more about the school. We put commas on either side. I was watching Hocus Pocus, a Halloween movie from the 90s. So, the main sentence here, I was watching Hocus Pocus. I am the subject, was watching Hocus Pocus is the predicate. But not everybody knows what Hocus Pocus is, so I've added this appositive here, a Halloween movie from the 90s, and I have used a comma to separate it from the rest of the sentence. So notice that these appositives can go in the middle of a sentence or at the very end. We just make sure that there's a comma between any of the extra stuff and the main stuff. So let's practice this. I have given you two sentences here. Jason was watching a scary movie. Jason is my cousin. I want you to combine these into one sentence. Did you write Jason, my cousin, was watching a scary movie? That's correct. My cousin is extra information about who Jason is. So we can just take that extra information, plug it into the middle of the sentence, and put commas on either side. Let's do another. People said that the house was haunted. The house was an abandoned old mansion on top of the hill. All right, so this second sentence is giving me extra information about the house. So, how can I combine these into one sentence? If you said, people said the house, an abandoned old mansion on top of the hill, was haunted, you're correct. We've added the extra information about the house and we've put a comma on either side. Another one. I'm excited about my costume. It is a terrifying zombie outfit. So we ask ourselves, what is the it? The it is my costume, right? We're getting more information about my costume. So how can we combine these? I'm excited about my costume, comma, a terrifying zombie outfit. That's right. That's how we would do it. We're going to take the extra information about my costume, we're going to plug it into the sentence right next to it, and we're going to make sure there's a comma separating the extra stuff from the main stuff. All right, the graveyard is spooky. The graveyard is filled with crumbling tombstones. All right, if you put the graveyard is filled with the graveyard, comma, filled with crumbling tombstones, comma, is spooky, that is correct. Make sure we have these commas on either side of the extra stuff. All right, that's all we're going to talk about today. Thank you so much.